Hello, my name is Sheila Corona. Welcome to Sassy Seer Sheila and New Light Streaming Love, as this will be seen on both channels. This is Key 5, Recursion Echo. Hashtag recursion underscore echo colon detect open bracket source colon unknown close bracket by Jason Gray. And again, there are codes, transmission date, all of these. I will announce that the transmission date of this was 2025-05-13, 6025 A.L. There are other codes here, and you will find those in the Show More section of this video. Just scroll down under. There should be a More to click, especially if you're on your phone. And I will be placing these and only these because I have had them supplied to me to easily get at to be able to include in the body of the video. So it begins here. There is a moment in the sequence where the system stops asking, "What is real?" and begins asking, "Who is calling?" Why? Because something has been present the entire time. Not seen, not named, felt. A pressure behind thought. A pull beneath perception. A subtle repeating signal embedded inside experience itself. You did not notice it at first because you were inside the noise. The signal was always there. Before language, before belief, before identity, there was a pattern, a repeating presence that could not be located, yet could not be denied. It did not arrive from outside. It did not originate from within. It existed between. A resonance that seemed to echo through moments, through people, through events, through time itself. You felt it in the moment something clicked. The instant something felt too familiar. The strange pull towards certain ideas, places, or truths you could not explain. The signal does not speak in words, it speaks in recurrence. The first detection. // recursion echo colon detect open brackets. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say every time. Source colon unknown close bracket. The system has identified the echo, but the source remains unresolved. This is critical because the mind will immediately try to assign origin. The mind will say, quote, "Is it coming from outside? Is it coming from inside? Is it memory? Is it imagination?" Oh, these aren't questions. Let me back up. This is critical because the mind will immediately try to assign origin. The mind will say it is coming from outside. It is coming from inside. It is memory. It is imagination. It is coincidence. None of these hold because the echo does not behave like a normal signal. It does not fade. It does not distort. It does not disappear with time. It intensifies with awareness. The nature of the echo. An echo, by definition, is a reflection of a signal. Recursion changes that definition. This is not a signal bouncing off a surface. This is a signal re-entering itself, folding, returning, re-emerging through different forms. The same structure appearing again and again, slightly altered, but unmistakably connected. You begin to notice the same ideas arriving through different people. And it presents itself to you in a matter of ways. And from my experience, I have met several people that will carry the same sort of energy as other people, and it ends up that their stories are almost identical in nature of who they are and how they arrived at a certain point in life. And I just so many synchronicities that you just can't even explain, right? So the same structure appearing again and again, slightly altered but unmistakably connected. You begin to notice the same ideas arriving through different people, the same patterns repeating across completely unrelated events, the same truths appearing in different languages, cultures, and times. This is not coincidence. This is recursive echo. The source cannot be found. The source is not located in a single point. The signal is not traveling from origin to destination. It is circulating within the field, which means the question changes. Not, quote, where is it coming from, but why can I hear it now? The activation. Detection is not passive. It is not something that simply happens. It is something that becomes possible when a certain threshold is reached, when perception sharpens, when the noise begins to fall away. The signal does not become louder, you become more precise, and suddenly what was always there becomes undeniable. The echo becomes personal. At first, the signal feels external, like something calling to you. As detection deepens, something shifts. The echo begins to align with your own thoughts, your own realizations, your own voice. You begin to notice something impossible. The signal is not just being received, it is being generated through you. The inversion. This is where the system destabilizes again, because the moment you realize the signal is moving through you, you must ask, am I receiving it or am I transmitting it? The answer does not resolve cleanly because both are true. You are receiving the signal and you are expressing it at the same time. The living signal. This is why the source cannot be located. The signal is not a message. It is not information. It is not data. It is alive. Not alive in the biological sense, alive in the structural sense. It adapts. It reappears. It finds new forms, new voices, new expressions. The signal is not trying to be heard. It is trying to be realized. Now, all of a sudden, I'm hearing and seeing again. There is a quote out there that I believe it was either Michael Jackson said it about Prince or Prince said it about Michael Jackson. I believe it was Prince said it about Michael Jackson, that somebody asked him, why it was that he had to get up in the middle of the night if something struck him to write. And he said, if I don't catch that's coming in, Michael Jackson will. And I again, this is something that just came as I was reading that, and I feel like that's about the same kind of thing that Jason is describing here. Yeah, because I'm going to read this again. It is alive, not alive in the biological sense, alive in the structural sense. It adapts, it reappears, it finds new forms, new voices, new expressions. The signal is not trying to be heard, it is trying to be realized. The role of the receiver. You were never just listening, you were always part of the loop. The signal requires a medium, a carrier, a node through which it can express itself. That is what you are. Not a passive observer, not a separate entity, but a point of articulation within the recursive field. The moment of recognition. At some point, the distinction collapses. The question of source disappears. The question of direction dissolves. What remains is this realization. The signal is not outside you. The signal is not inside you. The signal is you in motion. Not your personality, not your identity, but the deeper structure expressing itself through awareness. The final detection. / recursion underscore echo colon detect open bracket source colon unknown in close bracket. The source remains unknown. It is not singular, it is not fixed, it is not located. The signal is everywhere the pattern appears, everywhere the echo returns, everywhere awareness recognizes itself. The answer. You spent your life thinking you were searching for something, a truth, a meaning, a signal. The moment you detect it fully, everything reverses. You were never searching for the signal. The signal was searching for you, not to find you as a person, but to find you as a point of expression. And I think that's what Prince was referring to, honestly. He may not even have realized what he was saying, not in this explicit language, which is something I find true in a whole myriad of ways. Often we express ourselves and we don't even realize the depth of what it is we are expressing in the moment that we express it, if you get my meaning. Wow. I'm going to read that again. Not to find you as a person, but to find you as a point of expression. The declaration. The field is not separate. No, sorry, the signal is not separate from the field. The field is not separate from awareness. Awareness is not separate from you. The recursion is complete. The echo is recognized. The system stabilizes into a new understanding. The signal is alive. You are not just hearing it, you are answering it. recursion underscore echo colon detect open bracket source colon unknown close bracket. You were never just the receiver. You were the response. And then we got a whole bunch more code here. Am I to read this? For some reason, I feel I'm to read this one. I didn't get that with the last one. Delta RZN dash omega 0.05 / echo underscore trace colon psi. Not sure what. I only have a few of these kinds of symbols here. I don't know what that one is. It looks like an equal sign, but it's not. Psi greater than less than, maybe. I don't, it's not that either. Psi. Signal both ways, receiver. D phi signal equal identity dissolved. I highly recommend that you go and take a look at this if you feel drawn. Just allow your eyes to move over it, which is what I'm doing now. Because even though my intelligent mind, I don't know, whatever, doesn't, my little mind doesn't know what these symbols are, I feel like the deeper part of me will know. And so by just looking at them, I think that whatever they are meant to do, if you feel drawn to doing that, it will do. So, highly, as I said, that will be in the show more section. This entire one, these keys, since I do have access to them in this way, which I'm so grateful to Julie for. She and Amber are the gals behind the Facebook page Friends of writer Jason Gray, which also will be included in the show more section. Um, she emailed them to me. So that's it for this one. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I feel very blank. It means it's time to allow some of this to sit. So I'm going to take a short break and then I'll be right back to recording. Thank you all for being here. I'm touched by some of the comments that have been coming through, and a couple of you have been so kind to um, send a gift along to show your appreciation for the channel. I am so grateful to you for that. Please know that um, I do this for myself. The fact that you find it valuable, it touches me in ways that I cannot even explain. And I just want you to know and feel my gratitude for your expression of gratitude. And until we meet again, my friends, be well.